Hello guys, what's going on? This is Clark Knives here with another video. And I have got an awesome video for you today. So go ahead and go sit in your seat and get you a drink, maybe a little bit of popcorn or some chips, just a snack. And buckle up because you're in for a pretty dang good video today. What I'm drinking, a little bit of sweet tea here in the mason jar. But anyways, and that's an actual mason jar. Mason, there you go. Alright. So, first off, my favorite knife came in the mail today. Absolute favorite knife. I've been wanting one of these knives for a very, very long time, and honestly, this knife surpasses every single one of my knives that I have. So here it is. This is my, however you pronounce that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I had you though. You put in the comments if I fooled you. Put in the comments. I bet you I had a couple of y'all fooled. But anyways, here's these two knives right here. All right. We got the Sanctified Leather, Mr. Steve. Go get you some of these slips. I don't quite remember how much he charges for his slips, but I think it was around $40, maybe $50. In between 30, 40, and 50. That's a good range for you. I'm pretty sure they were 40 though. So, don't quote me on that. But go get one of these slips. These are awesome. Pueblo leather. They feel really kind of flimsy to begin with, as you can see here and right here. But anyways, after you carry it and it forms to the knife, it gets pretty stiff and it stays formed to the knife. I haven't carried this one all that much, and I did have a different knife in it, but the knife I've got in it now is similar to the shape of the one that was in there. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this knife in this slip. You all have seen it, but this is gonna be a mini trapper video. The Case mini trapper. Here is my black synthetic 8 dots. So that's a 2022, I do believe. Right? Because, let's see here. Yeah, they started it in 2020 and then 2 years, take off 2 dots. Yeah, okay, 2022, sorry. Anyways, let me get this opened up here for you. This has got the carbon steel blades, really good patina job going. This thing has been worn, fellas, let me tell you what, she's worn. I've used this knife quite a bit, abused this knife. I am, I'm not lying to you whenever I say it. I've abused the living fire out of this thing. Got it really cheap at the Case store and just beat the living crap out of it. And you know what? This is what it looks like. It is still in good shape. The synthetics wore down a little bit, but that's what synthetic's for. This is a work knife. This ain't no prissing around knife. This ain't no prissy knife, let me tell you what. But anyways, yep. Case black synthetic. Let's see here. Centering, not good at all. Horrible. Let's see, any gaps? Yep, we got some gaps right here. And then maybe right here a little bit. Let me see up close. No, but there's just a tiny gap all the way along this back spring here, which would be this bay blade. No big deal. No blade wiggle, barely any if there is. What I done is I took a hammer and I gave it a couple whacks, whacked it on there a couple times. And actually I whacked it too hard and it wouldn't close. You had to force it closed like this. But besides the fact, you know, it's a great knife. Love this knife. And then that's how it sits in there. I really like the size of this slit for the mini trapper because you've got a whole bunch of coverage, as to this one you got just a hair. But anyways, go ahead and show off the slip a little bit. Let me show this one off as well. I didn't really get real detailed. Let me get some better light too. Let me open these. There you go. Look at that. This is the olive. This is just some awesome looking leather. Nice and smooth. It feels really good. But anyways, here's this one. I'll go ahead and show this one off. That stitching is immaculate. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, now, I can't show this knife just yet. I want to keep this suspense going. This is quite possibly the next most favorite knife of mine. Ooh, baby. Look at that. Look at that. That is a gorgeous knife. Mini Trapper in chestnut bone. Are you kidding me? Look at that clip point. She is nice and aggressive. Hang on, I want to pull this other one out real quick just to kind of give you all a little comparison. Missing quite a bit of meat on this blade right here. Not a whole bunch. She's not out. She's not out of the game yet. But anyways, just look at that. This is a 2018 model. One thing that really stands out to me about this knife is how it's not just flat. The bone's not flat. It has a little hump here. It's flat here, comes up and stays kind of thick and then goes back down. It just makes it look absolutely beautiful. And something Ryan pointed out to me is Ryan from RH Blade and Shade. If you haven't subscribed to him, go check him out. But if you haven't noticed this little, what would you call that? Like where it fades into the bolsters. I really like that. Now that I've carried it a little bit and looked at it a lot, I actually really like that. I've got my other chestnut bone knife here, and I'll kind of show you what it looks like. But this thing looks absolutely beautiful. And then it is pretty dark over here, which I like the darker chestnut. Anyways, let me pull out the spay blade for you. Got a pretty thick spay blade there. Oh, they're close to the same. This one's probably just a little bit more wore down from me sharpening it, but I don't have another mini trapper to compare it to. I used to have a couple. This is, let's see, this would have been my fourth one. I've had 4 of these things, but I traded one to Richter, and then I traded one to an old buddy of mine. I had it was like a light gray pocket worn. I can't remember what it was called, but it was the light gray pocket worn one. And then I traded the mahogany bone mini trapper to Richter, and then I've got this one, of course. This one's stuck with me. But anyways, this is in CV, USA 6207 CV, and then 2018 model. I do want to shout someone out real quick. About chopped my finger off. Before we get into it, oh my goodness, I have completely drawn a blank. Big J's Knives. Big J's Knives is the reason I have this knife right now. I was talking to him, pretty cool story actually. I posted on a Facebook video that I wanted a chest bone holy crap, chestnut jigged bone knife. Sorry about that. Jeez, a little tongue twister. Let me get a drink real quick. Okay. I posted on Facebook I wanted a chestnut bone jig handle knife. And some fella texted me and said he had a couple. Well, anyways, he asked me if I wanted the trapper, and then he sent me a picture of a mini trapper and a large trapper, and he was saying that it was one knife. Well, anyways, I will explain something to you. He sent me a picture of one knife in somebody's hand and then a different knife in somebody's hand, and they were kind of like this, you know, separate pictures. It was like this and like this. Anyways, two different tank stamps, and you can tell on mini trappers they have this real swoop down California clip looking blade, and then the big trappers have, you know, the more full blade or whatever. Well, anyways, I could tell, and they were two different knives. Well, anyways, I went on YouTube, looked up chestnut bone trappers, and then Big J's knives popped up, and it was the exact video. He just screenshotted the video and sent me the pictures of it, so it was a scammer. Well, anyways, I texted Big J, told him that, you know, somebody on Facebook was using his video to scam people, and also asked him if he wanted to let go one of his chestnut bones, and he said no, but then he referred me to a website that may have one, and then actually he went and looked on the website himself and sent me the link to this one, and I clicked on it, looked at it a little bit. It was $50, and I clicked add to cart and checked out, and now it's in my hands. I couldn't pass it up for that price. That's cheaper than a brand new case knife, honestly. But big thank you to Big J's Knives, or Big J's Knife. Yeah, go check out his channel. I'll have him linked in the description, and he's got a lot of really cool knives. He's got a load of really cool knives. He's got one of the Smoky Valley Sunset Stockmans, large Stockmans. That's another knife that's on my list. I really would like to have one of those. But anyways, there's that one. And then here is my other chestnut jig bone knife. You can see there's a little bit of difference. This one's a lot darker on the very front. In the light, it's just a little bit lighter. I wish, oh no, that's not plugged in. I would turn my lamp on, it's over here, but it's not plugged in. That's about as good as you're gonna get it, folks. I'm sorry, but it is just a hair lighter. But anyways, as you can see, that jigging is just insane. This one's been pocket worn quite a bit. I've used this knife a lot. But anyways. And then here are the opposite sides here. This side's a lot darker. This side looks like that side. So put this side on this side and put this side on this side, you know what I mean? Have the same color knives. But that's what makes them unique. These are my only two chestnut jig bone knives. Golly, excuse me, folks. I do have another chestnut jigged bone knife on the way. It is the Swayback Gent NCV, the single blade version, like Richter Knives has. If you haven't checked out Richter Knives, go check him out. He's got a lot of awesome knives, but he's got a Swayback Jack in chestnut bone, and it's like this, and I finally found me one. And I cannot wait for it to come in. Then I'll have 3 of the chestnuts. And who would complain about having 3 chestnuts? I mean, that's like, them things are like hen's teeth. These are like hen's teeth, people. But I'm super blessed to have been able to pick that trapper up. I really appreciate everybody watching. If you've made it this far, go ahead and comment chest bone nut knife. There you go. Chest bone nut knife. Go ahead and comment that, and we'll see y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe. God bless you all. Thank you.